Okay, so um, what I'm here to compel you to watch, hear about, learn about is open pit mining. Of course, it's been going on in this country for many years, but right now there's two big corporations, one out of Canada, one out of the Europe area over there, and their only goal is money. All they see is money. Okay, they and I've just broke it down to just three places instead of trying to touch them all because there's just so many and there's so much information, and I didn't want to overwhelm anybody. I just wanted to compel people to know and understand, because with COVID, Russia, China, and all this other stuff that's going on, it's the perfect time for them to be doing this. And it started with Trump, and um, you know, it was one thing that he did that I couldn't support. Um, I am Native American. I didn't grow up that way, but it doesn't matter because it's in my DNA and it keeps calling me back. Um, I want to save the water. I want to save the water. And all this open pit mining poisons the water. And outside of the five civilized tribes in Oklahoma, um, the other nations that were set on reservations, it didn't turn out so well for them. They kind of got the raw end. Imagine that. The Indians got the raw end. Um, the land that they were put on and told to stay there, and they could hunt and fish and live off of the way they need to without being disturbed or bothered or hassled or anything. It's public lands. They don't own it. There might be some sporadically here or there that own it or that have owned a little spot, but they've been talked out of it and sold it cheaply to some corporation that wanted to do some mining. There's other people that have lived in their homes for 40 years, and their homes have been bulldozed and burned up because it's in the way of these corporations and where they want to mine. The problem with open pit mining is, and it doesn't matter, okay, what they're mining for, whether it's copper or gold or lithium or some other things that they need for these batteries for the electric cars. The electric car is not the next best thing. It is the last worst thing that will finish off the earth. Because of the disposal of the batteries, there's no good disposal. And it's just going to cause more pollution. But the main thing is, in 1 year, an open pit mine will use billions of gallons of water to help extract the minerals from the clay-like soil that we have here, and it'll be poison. When they walk away from these mines, they don't clean them up. They leave the poisonous sludge there in the pits. That could be up to 400 feet deep. And they get saturated with water, and then they start pouring over, and they kill everything around them. They get down into the aquifers. They get down into our water supply, and they poison our water supply. And it goes from there, and the earth cannot, even through evaporation and back down, dripping through the earth and the limestone, it can't filter that out. It can't clean it up. And there's already tribes that are suffering from, their fish, their water's poisoned. They can't drink their own water. The fish and all the dams, the fish can't get back to spawn. And nobody cares because nobody knows what's going on. The local news will do a brief thing on the mining stuff, and that's it. It doesn't go nationwide. It doesn't go anywhere that anybody's going to hear about it. So there's a group called, and they have these videos that I'm going to show you called Echo Flight. And they're just the most well-versed in what's going on and how it affects the land and everything else. And I got permission from them to use their videos in my presentation. All I want to do is get this information out from coast to coast, from north to south and east to west. I want as many Americans to know about it as possible. because I believe that they will stand, and they will stand against this. There are other ways. This is the simplest way, but it is the deadliest way. If we don't stop it now, in 100 years, there's not going to be any sustainable water. The Native Americans, when it comes to decisions that they make, if it's not sustainable for 7 generations, they don't do it. This continued poisoning of the earth with sulfuric acid and such, it's not going to sustain for 7 generations. It'll be lucky if it sustains for 100 years, anything. But unsustainable water, everything dies. Everything. And this is what Spirit's been leading me to, protecting the water. Because I am naturally a protector of Earth, Mother Earth. I don't have a choice in it. So, with much ado about nothing and much ado about everything, I compel you to watch these 3 videos. Thacker Pass, Oak Flats, and I can't remember what the other one's called. And let me know what you think, because I have to compel people to watch these. And it's tough getting people I know to watch these videos. I don't know what's up with that. But once they do, they've changed their whole attitude. So let me know what you think. All right, thanks.